My name is Stephen Williams. I grew up in Camden, New Jersey. I was born in Voorhees. I've been looking for a lot of jobs lately, and it's like everybody is either full or I don't have the experience with school because either I ain't got college background or know how to use a forklift machine or something like that. So I've been going to the temp agency, but the hours aren't steady. I've been going there probably twice a week, sometimes once a week. 3 weeks ago I was full time. They had me the whole week. It flip-flopped. It's bad right now. I've been filling applications for people. I know it's not just for me, but for everybody. It's hard for everybody to get jobs right now. You can't find employment. It's like, I can't even really explain it. It's like everywhere you go, there's already people there or they're not hiring. My first job, I was working at Checkers. I started working at Checkers. I worked there for 3 years. And at this time I was making like $5.25 an hour. Because when I dropped out of school, I got hired immediately. And then I got introduced to selling weed. I started selling weed. It was a little bit, but it was time to get me by. Now, mind you, I'm 14, 15 years old. And $50 a day plus me working is great. That was making me all right. I was above everybody. And I kind of liked it because I grew up fast. I always had money. And a lot of people, like a lot of my friends that were still in school, they didn't have that. Like, they were doing what they were supposed to do. And what they did paid off in the long run. What I did paid off right then and there. Like, I was 16 when all my friends was in school. Either they had no car, they called me for rides, they were using their parents' cars, other means. And I over my lifetime, I had almost 8 cars. And then, well, back in that time, people were sitting in a house making $300 easy just selling weed. And then you start getting to that money, you don't want to go to work. Well, my life trying to kind of split is about 2010 going on 2009, around 2012, New Year's of 2012, where the perk game hit Blackwood crazy. It hit real fast. I started seeing thousands of dollars before like I ever seen it, faster than I ever seen it. Was able to do whatever I want, and I loved the lifestyle. I was anti-drugs. I would never try a drug. I hated the perks. I laughed at people that took them. New Year's Eve, I got in the car. We was going to Top Dog, and my boy gave me a perk 10. I popped it. I was drinking. I still remember the night. About 10 minutes later, 15 minutes later, I ain't feel nothing. So I asked him for another one. He gave me another one. I didn't know it takes about 30, 40 minutes sometimes for these things to kick in. So I took another one. I had the time of my life. I had a ball. So the next day, and like I said, I sold 30. The next day, I took one of my own. Regular. I remember the first time, I just felt as though like I was like, you know what I mean, I ain't taking these shits no more. And I'd never been sick before because like I said, I sold them. So they was always in my possession. I stopped taking them, and I got this, like my body got the weirdest chills. Like I got the worst chills ever. Bad headache. It was my birthday, and it was crazy because that was the day of my birthday. And I had a big party planned at my house, and it was my first time going through withdrawal. I ended up going to the hospital because that's how bad I felt. And when I go there, I'm telling the lady my symptoms, and she asked me am I addicted to any drugs? Nah, I take Percocet every once in a while. Broke it down to me like, your body is dependent on it. Well, I paid her no mind. The next day I was doing two a day. Bam. Next day, 2 weeks later, 3 a day. Next week, 4 a day. It always is gonna grow. The high is never gonna be enough. I was abusing it. I was abusing it. I kept taking. About a year later, I kind of felt as though I needed help, but I couldn't see it because during a lifestyle of selling drugs, taking them, and gambling, I always had money. I never hit my rock bottom because I was selling a lot of pills a day. So I started running out. People started not having them because it's a whole process you get them. And I was buying a lot at once. So the next time I come back to somebody, they was gone. They'd be gone. And now I have to wait 2 weeks. Now I can't wait 2 weeks because I'm sick. So now I have to go other places to go get them, like Camden. A couple places you could go, but restaurants, stores, the transportation center, they're all around. And it's so easy to get them. And then it started taking a toll on my family because when you do drugs, you become motionless. Well, at this time my addiction started getting bad. I started doing up to like 16 30s a day. But this one night I went out with my friends to a strip club. We went to a strip club in Deptford. And I was taking them, but usually I take them 2 at a time. But I lost count of what I took. So I didn't know if I took 16, I could have did 20, I could have did 22. It did not enough. And my friends say I passed out, like I just left. And they was throwing ice on me. I woke up there, we was on the side of the road. My heart was like slowing down and all that. And all my shirt was wet, my jeans was wet. I had water and ice all over me. So when I came back to or whatever, I didn't think it was that bad. Like I'm like, oh man, I just fell asleep type shit. I went and did more. Like I did another one. And then my heart just started slowing down. My heart rate it felt like it was slowing down. I started cutting breathe. So they ended up trying to rush me to the hospital. And I was like, nah, I'm okay, I just went home. So I made a phone call to a rehab, Sunrise House in North Jersey. They asked me how much do I use. I said it, and they told me I need to get there tomorrow. Like I didn't think it was that bad, but they told me I had to get there tomorrow. I signed in. If you listen to the program, that program works. But if you try to make your own program, it failed.